All right, as the president said, with our stay-at-home setup because, of course, of COVID-19, many in the fashion industry have shifted to smart, comfy, and yet stylish outfits.
That's right, Christina. 2020 is also the year when fashion brands quickly produce face masks, face shields, and even protective clothing to keep up with the times. Will we see more of these in the coming year? Well, stylist Pam Quiñones joins us live to tell us what's in and what's out, more importantly, in the fashion scene this 2021. Good morning, Pam.
Hello, good morning, Paula and Christine. Hi.
Great to have you with us. Now, here's the question that we wanted to ask: what's in and what's out? More importantly, take notes. Athleisure and loungewear were big trends during this pandemic season. Tell us more about the kind of pandemic fashion that we will see and what trends we will continue to see.
So during the very, very heightened quarantine, right? So we have spent so much time in our personal spaces and our homes that we have a new relationship with homeware, that it has elevated to loungewear. And a lot of people are saying, oh, what is that? Is it just comfy clothes that are pangbahay? But it's basically, I think, transition to a pangbahay homeware to something that you can easily it's like a chic, comfortable homeware that you can also wear outdoors, that you can also be comfortable in when you're running errands, or you can layer stuff on if you have a virtual meeting like this, for example. So this has really become our staple, or our quarantine uniform.
I mean, I like that. Go ahead. Sorry to cut you there, but I like what you said, only because a lot of people, are staying home, diba? And they're like, oh, I want to get dressed. I kind of want to go out and do other things. Now, aside from what you mentioned, how people are elevating their homeware, ano pa yung mga styles, if there's a specific one? And of course, we know the colors of the yellow and gray that will be in for 2021. Not only for women, but for Paolo as well. He wants to know what you should wear.
That was my question, yeah.
So I'll talk a little bit about the guys, but I think it's across the board. Like, we've all sort of gone from really dressing up before to sort of transitioning to super comfortable out. It started with very comfortable outfits to how do we make our very comfortable homeware outfits very chic as well. And now that we're also starting to, come out, especially now in the holidays, I know we're still heavily on quarantine, but somehow people are sort of breaking free from this feeling of just being trapped at home. I think we're also starting to, dress up and be more experimental again with fashion. I think one of the things that will carry on in the next 6 months to a year is the rise of local labels. I think one of the biggest things that I was so happy about during the quarantine is being able to discover the amazing local labels we have. And I think this is partly due to our heightened awareness on the topic of sustainability, supporting local, but also because we really don't have access to the malls and, shipping, delivery from international stores. So I just want to mention some brands that I think your viewers would probably want to look at, and you, Paolo, as well. For guys, there's this brand called Barra the Label. There's Carl Jan Cruz. These are like casuals that are also very sharp and smart. There is Easy Manila. There is Suot Natin. For women, there's Talulu, which I love personally. There is Elise Marcelo, which is, I think, one of the, it's like a homeware that could really be elevated. There's Aranaz, Carl Jan Cruz, Eustacia, so many brands. Hindi Weber, The Four, Bagisao. So these are, I'm such an advocate for our Filipino designers and Filipino labels. So I really love this. And that's going to be a big trend, not just a trend, but everyone's going to be putting focus more and more on our local labels. Another thing is, how we have these beautiful casual holiday, everyday casual dress that we save for like the beach getaway. So I think during the pandemic, a lot of us have started to bring them out and wear them on a daily basis, because we also miss the dressing up part, or elevating our wardrobes. For a fearless forecast, so we talked about the pandemic and what we have been wearing in the past 8 months. I mean, it's almost been 300 days that we have been in quarantine. Looking at the different runways from the spring summer 2021 catwalks all over the world, and the scene on the streets and the fashion capitals, and our the respected influencers we follow, and again the scene and the lifestyle here in the Philippines, that we're still on lockdown practically. One of the biggest things that came out here in December is the Pantone Color, which I think everyone is always looking forward to. We know the Pantone Color of 2021 is illuminating yellow, which is the cheerful yellow, and the ultimate gray. So I think those colors underline a message of happiness and fortitude. And I think overall, the feeling of fashion for 2021 is more meaningful. So more meaningful purchases, something that actually means something to us. One of the biggest things for women to look forward to, I mean, this is such an expected trend for 2021 spring summer, which is florals. But I think it means so much more this year because, florals signify new beginnings, spring. And I think, here you've seen, we see that on the screen. This is from Rodarte. This is from Valentino, and we see it in different runways for spring summer 2021.
That is fantastic stuff, Pam.
And it's beautiful.
It is. Look at the fantastic prints, the fantastic colors. I think Christine is on her phone right now.
I am ready to putting
her orders down. And I think we're all looking forward really to 2021 and really sort of upping our game. We've taken down notes. Please watch out for our new and updated looks for 2021 for me and Christine and everybody else here. We want to say thank you so much to you, Pam, for sharing all of the fearless forecasts for 2021. Pam Quiñones for being with us right here on New Day. Thank you so much, Pam.